A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win, it's been a phenomenal stretch.
I'll tell you what, this building has been really a tough place to come in and get a win. They really play their best basketball when they're home. Not surprising, but it certainly makes them a difficult team to beat when they're on their home floor.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. White is out there with Levine, and it's Porter at the 3. Now here's Levine. He's definitely not pleased how he played against the Clippers. And the rejection by James. Here's Oladipo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play, and building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates will say, wait a minute, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after a while, you both defer, and you're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us, and we'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, come on, we all know LeBron is used to getting fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player. And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Robin, I mean, a group that can suffocate you on both ends.
Now, here's Porter. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Here's Davis. And then Chicago with the rebound. And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell, Celtics, Duncan, Spurs, the Lakers, Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. And I really don't argue about it because they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately. But D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
14 feet away. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Porter passes to Carter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now here's James. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
Nobody even close close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Porter against LeBron. Down low, stolen by Markkanen. Stops, pops, White, good. White's got his first points in this one.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like they're going a long way.
Porter against James. Pass to Davis. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's White. Here's Markkanen. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. The Bulls traded away a superstar in Jimmy Butler, but in return, among other assets, the number 7 pick, which Chris turned out to be Markkanen.
Well, listen, Markkanen is one of my favorites.
Dami naman ito.
He can become a star in his own right. He's a 7-footer that can stretch the floor, but he'll bang on you inside. Fearless. You like this kid's game. It's almost like he's from Detroit.
And the Lakers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Guarded by Levine. That one goes in. Davis has got his first points of the night.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Oladipo finds Davis. Here's James over in the corner. Caldwell Pope passes it to James. The feed now to Davis. Another shot, and LeBron with the layup. James has got 5 points so far.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Markkanen. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night, and the technical free throw is good. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2. One being Anthony Davis. The fact that he can get a shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well that can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the 3-point line. He can dribble and get a three. He can take you out on the 3-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the 3. He can get it at the 3-point line, drive. To the hole, get a hand one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Lakers. Oladipo trying to get open. And Redick the bucket on the assist by Oladipo.
Exceptional at shooting off the pass. Redick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Bulls making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Oladipo against Dunn. Oladipo, the pass to Redick. Here's Grant. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
The pass to Markkanen. It's stolen by Oladipo. Jacks up a three, and another three for the Lakers.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now, here's Porter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the Bulls with another miss.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Grant. Markkanen pulls it in.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. He is having... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They got Victor Oladipo. Anthony Davis is out there with Grant. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
And Oladipo kicks to Redick. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists now in this one. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Here's Felicio. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Levine against Oladipo. And Oladipo with the jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. Redick against Levine. And it's Davis missing.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Outside Redick. Here's Caldwell Pope. Grant. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Davis kicks to Redick. Oladipo, the pass to Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target from 3-point.
Ginagawa ko, James.
Point range. Here's Valentine. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Feeds it to Davis. Young with the steal. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Davis. Ken Bazemore comes in for Caldwell Pope. And James subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And the Bulls making a change also. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Zach LaVine.
And let's check out stats for James. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, first in assists, and he ranks second in the league in field goal percentage. Able to finish with force and even a little finesse at times.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
There's almost no stopping LeBron if he's allowed to get inside. Too strong, too skilled.
Dunn kicks to Felicio. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Lee against LeBron. He dishes it to Redick. Can't connect from short range.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. LeBron James second, Anthony Davis third.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Young from outside. A rebound by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
A good poise led to good shot selection, and that was the key to maximizing their opportunities.
You know, for years, the adage has been that C-Web big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches are the coaching, the skill set now is so much more alike that guys can make an easier adjustment to the adjusted a lot longer than
Difficulties from the line here. Catching up on the changes for him. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Valentine.
D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He is on Lowry Markkanen.
The D is no shot at stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
So for the Bulls, Carter comes in for Young, and Porter subbed in for Denzel Valentine.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's White, and White with the stuff.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. James finds Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
An elite passer in this position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And finished off by Oladipo.
James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
And White kicks to Markkanen. Hits it from three-point range. Markkanen's got his third basket of the night.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
To the middle, here's Oladipo, and he makes that one. And the Lakers lead by 10.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Pass to Markkanen. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Oladipo, the pass to LeBron. That shot, no good. Bulls trail by 7. To the paint, here's White. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the inside, Lee with the steal. Moving it up. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Porter. And that's 12 points for Lowry Markkanen. The drive by James, and the shot falls short this time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Porter's a remarkable athlete. Someone who gets off the floor fast and sharp.
Here's Grant. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He needs to play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Oh, hino, no?
James with a deep three, and that one released in time, but no good. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Victor Oladipo had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 3 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable.
And now with the second half about to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Zach LaVine is out there with White. And it's Porter, and it's small forward. James. And the shot is long. Chicago has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. LaVine can't hit. And so James will break. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Davis has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Los Angeles. Over to the left wing. Here's Markkanen. Rebound the Lakers. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oladipo goes in. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And then as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Here's White. He has 6. 4 on the shot clock. On deep. No. Solid defense from Ibaka.
Third straight miss to start the half. He's still early.
Tipped away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Ibaka right side. To the middle. And the Lakers with another turnover here. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Lakers.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
The drive by James. Second shot opportunity. And it's Ibaka getting it to go. Ibaka's got his first 2